Absolutely everyone is talking about Squid Game. It's a number one trending topic, appearing from simply typing an S on the Google homepage. It dominates the conversation on social media such as TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. It's become Netflix's most popular series ever, garnering 111 million watches within the first 28 days of its release. Julie Alexander, a senior strategy analyst at Parrot Analytics, said that she would use one word to describe how big a win it has been for Netflix: unprecedented. And later adding, "I would put good money that the executives had no idea this was going to be a global hit." This idea is enforced through inaccurate translations in the subtitles and an English dub that is just plain terrible. It's obvious the show was not marketed to be appealing to a worldwide audience, so how did it become the most popular show on Netflix? What makes the show stand out so much? In order to answer this question, let's quickly delve into what the show is all about. In case you haven't seen it already, Squid Games follows a cast of characters who are all struggling with massive debts to pay and no way to pay them. We see the struggles they face in their day-to-day lives and the difficulties surrounding being a lower-class citizen in Korea. One day, a mysterious man appears and gives them an offer: compete in a series of children's games and win a huge cash prize. Seems easy enough, right? There is one catch though. When you lose these games, you also lose your life. The concept on its own doesn't seem like something too out of the ordinary. Just a typical survival game story. But when analyzing the deeper themes of the show, you realize how unique this show truly is. Even from that short description, I'm sure you were able to gather that the show is a criticism of capitalist society and discusses the moral question of, how much would you be willing to do for money? These themes are delved into with a lot more depth throughout the show. For example, in the second episode, the players of the game are given the option to take a vote on whether or not they would like the games to continue. This is due to a rule created by the game master himself, who cared deeply about the games being a fair opportunity for all players involved, stating, "These people suffered from inequality and discrimination out in the world, and we're giving them one last chance to fight fair." The emphasis on equality within the game is an interesting choice for a show of this genre, which typically puts the characters in scenarios that are highly unfair and difficult. Instead, Squid Games presents the games as the more ideal option in comparison to the harshness of the outside world, highlighting the desperation that the lower class feels. One of the characters even states himself, "Out there, I don't stand a chance. I do in here." Themes surrounding classism and economic inequality are becoming increasingly prevalent in modern media. For example, Parasite, another Korean film which explored similar issues and was the first foreign film to win Best Picture at the Oscars. And it looks like there's a big reason why. According to a Brookings article titled "Tackling the Inequality Pandemic, Is There a Cure?", income and wealth inequality has risen in all major advanced economies, and this trend has only gotten more concerning with the help of the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to this recent crisis, Squid Games becomes more and more relatable to the modern audience as we all struggle with managing our own debts and dealing with the burden capitalist society places upon us. Even the Squid Games creator Hyung Dong-hyuk said himself in an interview with Chosun.com, "I was originally going to make it into a movie in 2008, but at the time, I was told it was difficult and bizarre, so I couldn't make it." It's a bit of a sad story, but 10 years later, the world has become a world where such a ridiculous survival story fits it well. When I make it now, people say, "It's fun, it's realistic." Sadly, the world has changed, and I think that's why it came out now. You see, everyone plays games these days. I think Bitcoin, real estate, and stocks are all games aimed at making money. So it seems like everyone around the world is interested. The points Don Hyuk makes about cryptocurrency and stocks being games aimed at making money is an interesting way to put things into perspective. Our society is so obsessed with making more money and climbing to the top, especially those who are in the lower class. But this show could not have come out at a more relevant time, not just for Korea, but for the world as a whole. Another point to be made is the rise of social media, and how quick and easy it is for things to become viral in today's day and age. As I just explained, Squid Game is a show with an interesting concept and a unique message that resonates with a lot of modern society. This type of show is bound to start up conversations on social media. People hear about it, people talk about it, people love it, and there's a very social aspect to that, which does help grow the show outside of what we do. Netflix's global TV head, Bella Bajaria, told Vulture. The show took social media by storm, with people on TikTok attempting some of the games in viral videos, and even TikTok itself creating a filter inspired by one of the games on the show. I know for myself, social media is where I first heard of the show, and I'm sure many others can say the same. In conclusion, love it or hate it, you can't deny that Squid Games is a show like no other. It's not afraid to make statements and push boundaries that other shows wouldn't dare, and it does it all in a way that keeps viewers entertained and questioning what's going to happen next. Combine this creativity and strong message with the power of social media, and we have ourselves a worldwide sensation. I think it's important to continue to use media to spread relevant messages to our society, and I hope the future of media learns from this show and follows in its footsteps.